1 week left for Pride, so today we are going to talk about one of China's rainbow genres, Danmei. Danmei has been on the rise in no small part thanks to certain companies licensing basically every Danmei novel under the sun. So today I'm gonna rank the top 10 Danmei that I've personally watched. Going from rank 10 to 1, from worst to best, from is this shonen ai to yaoi Danmei. Few things more yaoi than a cat boy, and number 10, Luo Xiaohei Janji, is no exception. Follows Neko Xiaohei and his navigating modern life with a couple of cousins, and how he came to be involved with his sensei boyfriend Wu Xian way later. Xiaohei is just like really cute shonen ai. There's a strong contrast between the simplistic animation of the web series and the award-winning animation of the films, but just think of it like those chibi shorts in the Hunter x Hunter anime, where the stellar animation is kinda gay and the chibi shit is real gay. Number 9, Kwai Ba Woga Daizo, aka Please Take My Brother Away, just not to conversion therapy. When Shifun is not busy being a bro-con to his sister Meow, he's involved in a comedic love triangle with dumb jock Kai Shin in Airhead Wansui. This next one I know a lot of y'all are aware of because you're gamers, please bear with my pronunciation. Number 8, Bengguai Xing Chong Tiediao Xuan Huang. I hope that was right. It's the one where Dan Heng goes and fucks himself. Brief short, but those are always the award-winning ones. This was basically China's In a Heartbeat. Not much else to say. The rest of the gay canon, of course, can be played in Honkai Star Rail. You all are much more hip than I am. I'm sure you know the lore. Next is 2 entries, but it's the same series. They just had to change names between seasons because the CCP was cracking down on queer stories at the time. Number 7, Mindiao Zhu Yi Wen Lu and its sequel, Bai Fa Shen La, also known as the Bureau of Paranormal Investigation series. It's about a special forces guy who meets an immortal silver fox with whom he falls in love, and who then inseminates him so that they can live together forever with an endless supply of Just for Men Touch of Grey. This one's a bit of a hidden gem, even though the first season is licensed and the second season is readily available on YouTube. Gay anime gets no respect. The silver fox actually has the same voice actor as several other notable Danmei characters, so he's a bit of a gay icon. One of those being the lead of number 6 on this list, Wei Wuxian from Modao Zusha. You all know this one. This would be MXTX's best work if Scum Villain didn't exist, so I've heard. The Grandmaster of diabolical storytelling because it took me 2 tries to know what in the literal fuck was going on, but it was pretty. I recommend this series to anyone wanting to get into Danmei, especially straight men, because few things spark more joy than having lived through watching them realize this Sakuga was actually gay. Number 5 was once actually my favorite Danmei of all time, but I've just watched so much Danmei since then that it's fallen a few spots. Zhi Yao, aka Antidote. Some rich guy encounters a hot gang leader, and instead of taking the ladder to the therapy he desperately needs, they fall in love, because love does not have an annually increasing copay. Very touching story. Wish they would show the set, but it's China. We have to settle for code. Speaking of, number 4 is the pinnacle of China's grave robber genre renaissance, Daomu Biji. In this case, the first donghua adaptation, Ji Chenling Shenshu. This excerpt is a side story set during the time period of a brief breakup of the main couple, Wuxia and Zhang Qiling, also known as Pingxia. Yes, there is also a side couple. In it, Wuxia gets seduced by his cousin Lao, and they set out to a dungeon only to learn things are not what they seem. Spoilers, skip ahead, you've been warned, except it turns out that it's not actually Lao, it's a ghost impersonating him because he died prior to the story. Popping out on the cousin Sesta side, in the end the story does redeem itself with an epic censorship-dodging Pingxia sex scene metaphor occurring in the midst of a battle between 2 swollen Godzilla-sized snakes. Another sex metaphor! Number 3 on this list is probably the biggest name when it comes to representation, Quanji Gaoshou, aka the King's Avatar. This legendary gamer guy named Yasuo, who has the same voice actor as Wei Wuxian in Silver Inseminator, gets kicked off his pro team because of course the owners are homophobic, with the story following him building the first ever exclusively LGBTQIA+ game team China's ever seen. Trigger warning, it is a harem, so if you're a Libra, the lack of a decisive love interest may make you as bald as I am. Just below the top choice is a series that quite frankly took over my life at the end of last year. Number 2, Gui Nanting. Follows a fool named Gao Ying who thought he'd be starting a normal college life when he suddenly meets a centuries-old prince named Yinting, as the 2 unlikely boyfriends bond and become closer through the purchase of frozen sweets. However, Gao Ying along the way ends up possessed by an evil parasitic entity named Tai Sui that Yinting is destined to destroy, which means Yinting must eventually kill Gao Ying. Doom Danmei! After watching this, I shit you not, ice cream cones will never be the same. It's a super funny series with a lot of dark supernatural themes, nipples randomly, and presents these 2 queers in the most goofy and wholesome relationship that's fucking doom! Notably inspired by another series that we have discussed many times over the course of this month as being one of the most pride-related anime of all time. Number 1, Zuo Shou Shanglan, aka Left Hand Layup. Left Hand Layup follows the fruity legacies of both Slam Dunk and Kuroko no Basket, the big gay basketball freak, and tells the story of Shu Xingzi, a spoiled brat and brother of a celebrity Fujoshi, first truth I've told this video, who enrolls at the wrong school across the street and finds himself roped into helping a much weaker basketball team as he strives to chase after the hyper-talented first boy he had a crush on named Chung Feng. However, along the way, he finds his affection redirected towards music and sports talent Yun Mo, who he then decides to pine after under the guise of recruiting him to his fledgling team. They face off against rival teams and each other, as we learn Yun Mo also has a complicated history with Chung Feng of his own. Fire. Fucking fire. Greatest Danmei of all time. Do it for the ass! And that's my top 10 Danmei Donghua. I have not gotten to Ska yet, and I refuse to go back to the Lord of Mysteries. But what other Danmei Donghua stifled by CCP censorship is your favorite? Although I don't think I left out anything notable. And check how you can bless official organizations at the links in the pinned comment. As we start the final countdown for Pride 2026, tomorrow I'll be sharing a conspiracy related to everybody's favorite gay tragedy, Banana Fish. Bye!